स्टडी लगभग 1 साल तक चली, जिसमें पता चला कि जो लोग दूध वाली चाय ज्यादा पीते हैं उन्हें इसकी वजह से डिप्रेशन और
क्या हो पापा? लगता है
प्रेम की सीधी परिभाषा जिससे प्रेम करते हैं सुख उनको सुख देने की भावना को।
Zia, you can start the session.
A very pleasant evening to everyone. Welcome back to the last session of ATAL Online Faculty Development Program. As the guest for this evening, we have amongst us Dr. Durgesh Nandan. Dr. Durgesh Nandan is a distinguished academician with a strong foundation in VLSI, having earned his PhD from JP University of Engineering and Technology. He has garnered significant recognition for his research contributions, including the prestigious JSS Fellowship and awards like Young Personality of the Year Award and the I2OR Preeminent Researcher Award. His professional journey is multi-faced, encompassing roles as the guest faculty, research mentor, industry professional, and academic administrator at Symbiosis Institute of Technology and currently at the SR University as an Associate Dean of Research and Associate Professor. This diverse experience provides him with a unique perspective and valuable insights. A prolific researcher and author, Dr. Nandan has published extensively in renowned journals and conferences. He is also a recognized intellectual property expert and a dedicated mentor to aspiring entrepreneurs. His research interests are wide-ranging, encompassing key areas like computer arithmetic, signal processing, and the emerging fields of AI and IoT, making him a significant contributor to these domains. We wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. Now, I would like Dr. Durgesh Nandan, sir, to please take over the mic.
Thank you, Jia. Thanks for introduction.
Thank you, sir.
Sheikh sir, can I start?
Yes, sir.
Kindly once confirm my slide is visible.
Yes, sir. It is visible, but it will be better if you'll first make a full screen mode and after that share that window.
Okay, I will do. Don't worry. Hopefully now it's in full screen mode. Am I right?
No, sir.
Now?
Sir, you just first stop the sharing your PPT first. Yes, sir. Now you made your PPT full screen. Okay, and now come to the window of the Google Meet, and now share that entire that your window only.
हेलो सर,
Window of the PPT.
सर मैं बंद कर दूं ना रिकॉर्डिंग?
Integrate with this session, then it's also fine that because today's session title is Emerging Challenges and Opportunities in VLSI domain. Basically, in that we discuss about that more generic things that, but it's more important that because if you did not understand that things, you never understand the scope or impact of that, or if you did not understand the impact of particular things that, then I'm sure that you never make or you never choose this domain as a career. So let's start. So let's start with session outline. Session outline, basically in that we discuss about that, like one slide for a small introduction, semiconductor devices introduction that, and then we discuss about the challenges in two prospects that, like what are the global challenges in or worldwide challenges that, and what are the challenges and prospects of India that. And same way, when we discuss about that various career opportunities and all of entire electronics market get delayed due to shortage of chip that. And if entire electronics market get delayed, that electronic market has roughly more than 20% contribution of entire global market that, and definitely it slow down the entire world economy that. Another problem is that or another challenge with semiconductor domain that, in semiconductor domain there is no such like that on demand semiconductor productions. On demand semiconductor productions means that in general what it's not vegetable or grains that, so you can produce within a short time and deliver that. There's a long process that, and it took time that. Another challenge is that semiconductor hit manufacturing sales in numerous countries and no early solution is inside that. I already told that due to global chip shortage that it slowed down the entire manufacturing and sales circuit sectors that. And if there is a such type of things that due to global chip shortage and all those things, I see that in 2022 or 23 that when people needed cars urgently that they give up to 3 to 5% extra money to showroom owners to deliver cars on time. So definitely if there is a chip shortage, there is no big things that all electronics devices like a smartphone, PC, laptop, gaming console, TV, and other electronics devices price has increasing in comparison of previous years. That normally what happened that normal trend is that every year 5 to 8% of electronics goods price get decreases that. If same technology we see that, and then every year it get decreases that. So hopefully you can understand that what are the global challenges we face in that domains that. Now we come on that Indian prospect that what global challenges or Indian market challenges will face that. Here if you see that challenges for India in VLSI prospect that, and then first is that there is a skill gap and talent shortage that. You can understand like that if you go to few years back that in name of VLSI, especially in engineering college, those are private engineering colleges that they're teaching hardly very log or maximum to maximum system very log that. That's all in name of VLSI that. But VLSI has there so many domains. It has entire flow that, and every flow they needed separate engineers that. These skills are totally unavailable that. Why that unavailable that? Because we did not ready to invest in labs that. VLSI labs are costly and people has mindset that we are not in condition to invest that. So definitely in India there is a big problem is skill gap and talent shortage that. Now I explain that what governments do for that. Recently, Indian governments purchased the global license of Synopsys and Cadence-Stat, and they distributed 300 colleges in free that. And that way, 300 colleges, if they free that, and they give term conditions that minimum 93 students you need to train in every year. So, if we 100 multiply by 300, then it's roughly 30,000 that. So definitely minimum 30,000 talent they created self-sufficiency that. Another one is that intense global competitions. If we talk about that intense global competitions that normally if you see that last 2 years that roughly 1,25,000 crores Indian businessmen get invest in a VLSI domain that. So you can understand that how much money needed that. VLSI industry is not like that any startup company come that and they rise and reach like that. VLSI means that like a 1,000 crores or 5,000 crore is just like a penny. So we did not have such type of money, or we did not have Indian company or research institution up to that lab facility. So we are struggling to maintain the global development pace that. Suppose if we talk about that our premier fab lab at SCL Mohali that, or SCL Chandi that Semiconductor Corporation Limited that, then still best of my knowledge we have fab facility of 180 nanometer technology. And if we go to premier like a semiconductor or TSMC or Intel, then they are talking about that 1 nanometer technology node or 3 nanometer technology node. So you can understand that our facilities are 20-30-year-olds than the global standards. So definitely if we are that much lacking, without investing money or resources, we did not in condition to meet the global competitions. Another challenge is that design complexity and innovations, that simply like we did not have technology, we did not have lab. So there is no such R&D that even what we think that it's R&D, it's a normal level of things that, and we did not able to fulfill the demand for advanced, efficient and innovative VLSI solutions, especially in emerging fields like AI, IoT and 5G. Another one is that infrastructure and ecosystem developments, that previously there is a problem in infrastructure and ecosystem development, that but last 4-5 years that government is much hardly work on that, and many prospects that they already fulfill that. Governments are regularly promoting the ATAL FDPs in emerging area like semiconductor and VLSI. This one is also one approach to fulfilling the infrastructure and ecosystem development only, that they want to make aware or promote that educations, that so more people come in that domain. If we talk about that investment and funding issues, that then government is continuously working on that, because without, as I told that, if we see that then Indian market roughly needed 5 lakhs crore 5 lakhs crore of money to compete in global markets, that, and definitely Indian governments are continuously working on that, and they are near to achieve that. Another one is that supply chain and raw material constraints also, that any disruption in the global supply chain just for COVID-19 pandemic, that can severely impact the availability and cost of VLSI chip, that affecting the Indian industry's capabilities. Another challenge is that shift towards the advanced technology, that VLSI technology is a very rapidly growing technology, that hopefully you people are aware about that Moore's law, and according to Moore's law, nowadays our development is more than the Moore's law, that, and even Moore's law told that in every 18 months, that in same area, that we can able to fabricate the double chips, that so means that it's very fast pacing or growing industry, that, and definitely we need to maintain that pace to match the advanced technologies. Okay, so another thing is that policies and regulatory challenges, that if we talk about that India, it's still developing, and till now many states of Indian states did not have his own semiconductor policies, that only 5-6 states made his semiconductor policies in last 6 months to 1 year, that Maharashtra, then Gujarat, then Assam, then MP. These are the states who make that his policies and regulatories, that, and till now actually here in this industry needed a lot of investment, that, and till policies are not favorable, no one get ready to invest that, because how much investment needed in that domain, it's a more than of several of countries GDP, that. What are the solutions that? 4 or 5 years back, that actually I forgot the date, but Indian governments announced 76,000 crores of a scheme for development of semiconductor manufacturing, that, and governments give to global companies setting up the semiconductor fabs in India with 50% subsidies, that, and government is much serious about that. And last 4 or 5 years, that lot of changes happened, that roughly we say that more than 2 lakhs crores of investment already come in that domains. So this one is the, at first I discuss about the challenges, then I discuss about that what governments done that. So governments are seriously doing in that domain, and we are much hopeful that in Indian economy, next 10 years is the VLSI era, and definitely lot of jobs are created, that lot of job already created that, and you can easily see that impact or mindset of people also change, that now people are continuously, previously computer science is the only choice area last 5 years, that, but in last 2 years, that if you see that electronics is the second choice branch in engineering. So definitely, and those are good colleges, that there is no seat vacant in electronics, that, and especially nowadays it's demanding that. So definitely people get understand the government initiatives and career prospect, that, and they even for promoting semiconductor industries, government launched a new branch, BTech in VLSI, that, and there is a very good response, that roughly in India, I think more than 600 colleges and university already launched the BTech in VLSI branch, that, and they found very good response also, that. Now I try to here explain that a flow chart of RTL to GDS to that. Basically, objective is that if you understand the flow chart, that then you can understand that profile set, and every job profile requirement different, preparations are different. Okay. Now, one major thing is that major jokes going on, that jokes is that there is a very limited companies in VLSI, that, but when I start searching that, then I see that more than 300 companies are available in only and only Hyderabad zone only, that. So you can understand that how many options here I mention about that few premier companies name, that which is present in India. Here you can see that Intel, Nibda, Qualcomm, Broadcom, Samsung, Texas, AMD, ARMS, IBM, Cisco, Google, Apple, Micron, NFP, Robot Boost, and so many that. These are few only, few premier company that FT Microelectronics, MediaTek, Microchip, Seagate. There's a so many that. Okay. Now another thing is that there's a EDA companies related to VLSI, like a Cadence, Mentographic, and Synopsys. Also, you have the career options that. If you see that the other companies that Bipro, Infosys, HCL, SmartPlay, Synapsys, Buffer Space, Mirafa, Elenfochip, TBS, Mindtree, L&T, TCS, these all companies have separate VLSI divisions that. So if anyone told that a VLSI has limited options, then consider him fool that. Right now in India, I think more than 50,000 VLSI professionals are working in various companies that, and as governments are working that, roughly in next 5 years that every year roughly 20,000 jobs get created in that domain. And nowadays, if you honestly see that in then across the India, hardly 80,000 to 1 lakhs electronics engineers get produced that. So you can understand that if you have the even basic knowledge in that domain, there is a much opportunity that you can easily occupied in some VLSI company that. And here you need to always remember one thing, that VLSI companies salary is roughly 30% more than any software companies that. It's already well tested and all those things. In VLSI company, a starting package 10 to 12 lakhs are very minimum package that. And if you see that in software company, then minimum package get started from 3.25 or 3.5 that. Even those are reputable company like a TCS and all those things, they are offering roughly like that. So there's a few more career opportunities. I mentioned that roughly here you can see that 50-60 companies I already mentioned here that. So these are few more government PSUs and all those things that Bharat Electronics, then DRDO, ISRO, and then after CDEC, then CDOT, then after Railtel, then WARC. These are the different government companies that where you have options like a VLSI engineers that. Now I try to discuss about that till now we are thinking that VLSI means chip making that. But if you see that in there's thousands of domain that where inside VLSI is contributing from back that. People even did not know that. So one by one here I try to discuss that. We can say that it's a interdisciplinary aspects of VLSI. Interdisciplinary aspects of VLSI means that you are thinking that mainly work is this. If you told about that, just for example, if we talk about that automobile industries that, then our picture come in mind that in automobile sector means that there is a job for mechanical and automobile engineers only. But you forgot that if we talk about that one good car that, then car engine has one which did not get modified in last 10 years that, but in that car there is more than 700 sensors get inbuilt that 700 sensors means 700 parts manufactured by some VLSI engineers that. So here one by one we try to discuss about that, or we try to touch the different domains where VLSI is honestly contributing in background to make that domain bigger and bigger. Okay. Okay, so one by one, I discuss here that first one is that advanced device material and packaging that. In that semiconductor and in that transistor and other semiconductor devices are the fundamental building block of computing, data storage, embedded intelligence, etc. That as a current technology approach, physical limits and novel architecture are developed. New material and devices are well as advanced packaging solution are essential. Advanced will enable ultimate CMOS technology beyond CMOS application and non one Newman computing paradigms. That another domain is that interconnect technology and architecture. That interconnect carry digital informations within and between integrated circuits. Limitation of current interconnect technology are leading to inefficiency and impacting system performance. Revolutionary advances are needed in interconnect material, mechanism, and design. That another domain is intelligent memory and storage. That from India side, leading company is Seagate. That it's a Pune-based company. That it's very big company. That more than 10,000 crore company. That and the rapidly growing application based on data analytics and machine learning will benefit from a paradigm shift in how memory is used and accessed. That advance in memory and storage technology and architecture will improve system performance, enhance security, and enable intelligent systems. Another domain is the power management. That in that critical infrastructure, industrial process, and other system are powered by electricity. Next generation system depend on innovations in wide gap material, active and passive power devices design and packaging to revolutionize how power is fed, converted, control, condition, and store efficiently. Another one is very big area that like a sensor and communication systems. That basically in that also VLSI get contributed. That a key enabler of the information age and the emerging IoT is the ambiguous ability to sense all communicate information seamlessly. Future system will require energy efficient devices, circuit, algorithm, and architecture that adaptively sense the environment, extract and process information, and automatically react. Communication system must be dynamically adaptive and resilient. Efficient spectrum use and interface mitigation will be required to ensure secure services. That another area, distributed computing and networking, where VLSI get contribute. That the growing interconnect wave of computing capability, as well as the numerous amount of data across the IoT, create a challenge and opportunity for distributed computing. That large scale distributed computing system supporting very large number of participants and diverse application require advanced in system stability and efficiency, communication and system management, optimization, resilience, and architecture. Another domain is cognitive computing. That in cognitive system that can mimic the human brain, self-learn at scale, performance reasoning, make decisions, solve problem, and interact with human will have unprecedented social and economic impact. Another domain is that bio-influence computing and storage. That the convergence of biology and semiconductor technology has the potential to enable transformational advances in information process and storage, design and synthesis, and nanofabrication at extreme scale. Just for example, DNA-based storage, biosensors, cell-inspired information processing, design automations of biomolecular and hybrid bioelectronic system, and biological-inspired nanofabrication stack. These are the different domains where VLSI get contributes. Another domain is advanced and non-traditional architecture and algorithms that new application and advanced computing system require scalable heterogeneous architectures co-designed with algorithm and hardware to achieve high performance, energy efficiency, resilience, and security. That it's an alternative to the prevalent von Neumann architecture include approximate computing, stochastic computing, and Xenon-inspired information framework can provide significant benefits in energy efficiency, delay, and error rated. That another one is that security and privacy. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I will share a screen again.
Okay, sir.
Where VLSI get contributed, there is a domain like security and privacy. That
Yes, sir. It is not in full screen mode.
is it okay?
No, sir. Still not.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hopefully now it's visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm talking about that like a smart advanced computing systems and research area in advanced computing systems where VLSI contributed in background. Like first domain is security and privacy is that if you want to develop the dedicated devices for security and privacy, then definitely there's a role of chips that otherwise it did not get possible. Another thing is like a design tool methodology and test that if you want to develop that things, definitely there's a role of VLSI. That advance in design and test capability are coupled to breakthrough in material and architectures, enabling new capability to incorporate in design and produce at a scale. Enormous challenges are posed by growing complexity and the diversity of beyond CMOS technology options. If we talk about that new generation manufacturing paradigms, that then advanced manufacturing technology, including for technology other than CMOS, as well as tool and metrology with high precision and alt are required to process novel material, fabricate emerging devices and circuit, and demonstrate functional systems. That there is another domain is environmental health and safety related to material and process. That the semiconductor industry's reputation, freedom to innovate, and profitability depend on a proactive approach to environmental health and safety issues. In addition to developing EHS understanding of new material and process early, currently used material and process can be improved. Strategy and technologies are sought that minimize waste stream, emission, and occupational risks. Uh, Another one is innovative metrology and characterization stack. Basically, in that domain, there is a role of semiconductor features are measured in nanometers and the trend in towards 3D structures. That innovative characterization and metrology are critical for fundamental material study, nanoscale fabrication, device testing, and complex system integration and assessment. Another domain is quantum information systems that it provides the advantage in a speed for process intensive workload and power to scale up, enabling an entirely new way to tackle problems. Another domain is neuromorphic or brain inspired computing that, and this one is the another domain that where VLSI get contribute that. Now we took that one case study that case study of a smart agriculture that, and then we see that like how VLSI will contribute in background that because if we talk about that smart agriculture that, then it totally depend on Internet of Things that. Internet of Things that means that most of cases there is a communications related protocols, and thing is major casely in sensors that. Sensors is again VLSI only that. What are the benefits? Increasing production, lower production cost, operational efficiency, real time and intelligent cost management that. Here, if you see that, if we distributed in agriculture that, then there is one area is application, another area is sensor, and another area is service that. If we see in applications, there is a one application water and nutrition monitoring that. Definitely, there is a role of sensors get infiltrated. Another one is disease and bug monitoring. There is a role of sensor. Soil monitoring, physical soil monitoring always happen through the sensors only there. Crop health monitoring, machinery, environment, and here if you see that like there is a lot of dedicated samples sensors like a leaf sensor, steam sensor, temperature sensor, humidity sensor, fruit size sensors, and many other things that. So here you can see that if we see that IoT in agriculture or sensors in agriculture that, then if you see that there is a several type of sensors like a pH sensor, gas sensor, ultraviolet sensors, motion detector sensors, PI sensors, soil moisture sensors, temperature sensor, humidity sensors, barometric sensors that, and then agriculture domains again, and various type of monitoring that all those things perform through the in background VLSI based things only that. People did not think that in background there is a VLSI, but all those things, all devices, all equipments, all sensors are VLSI only that. People are talking about that Internet of Things that. Internet of Things in agriculture or smart agriculture terminology that. But in background, 80-90% contribution for VLSI only that. And definitely if there is a contribution, there is a specific job profiles that. People are not aware that, so people think that there is a no career opportunities that. Okay. Here, if you see that, similar type of things that, we discuss about that various sensors here that. I took these images from internet that, and here you can see that like most of activities that in background there is some sensing that and some monitoring that. All those through the dedicated hardware, and that dedicated hardware is considered under as a VLSI that. Now we come on that last portion of our talk that it's a what are the opportunities at VLSI domain in India. Then first is that government initiatives and support that. I already told that government invested a lot of money. They give to subsidies to different companies. They give free tools to institute to train manpower that. And if that much human resources or job resources they created, definitely there is it's a place where government feel that there is opportunity. Now, another is that day by day, India is very big market that, and our domestic market for electronics is growing that. From last 7-8 years, government has very clear slogan that make in India, that government's promoting such type of companies, this manufacture in India only, that, and definitely government has various schemes that for electronics also, that, and nowadays lot of companies are like even almost mobile manufacturing companies are in India, and then they are manufacturing only that. So definitely our domestic market for electronics is growing, and it's created more job option for us. That then another opportunity as a VLSI design and engineering services, that like if companies come, that then a lot of VLSI jobs get created, that it's even like we have option to, we have good manpower stat, we have more number of manpower stat, so we can outsource VLSI jobs in India. Like India is outsourcing several number of software companies job. That another like a semiconductor manufacturing ecosystems, that governments are continuously working that, and you people are aware that like few companies in process to stable in Gujarat, few in Maharashtra, few in Assam, that. So these opportunities, that, and like actually if we stable the fab foundries, that there's a lot of cost of that. Lot of cost means that 70, 80 thousands lakh, thousands of crore cost, that, because we are entering in a last, that, so we are directly focused on advanced technologies fab centers like a 7 nanometer or 5 nanometers. That means that if we provide the fabrications and advanced technology nodes, that those are the old technology nodes fab companies, they are outdated, that, and more career options created to us. That another thing is that like we are already leading in artificial intelligence and machine learning, that, so we can more focus on that to manufacture AI and machine learning chips, that, and another domain is IoT and edge computing, that, where we can focus to more career opportunities. That another one is that 5G, 6G and telecommunication infrastructures, that, where we can focus on 5G enabled VLSI chips or 6G enabled VLSI chips. That another domain is like automatic electronics or electric vehicles, that where we have opportunity to focus on that. Another one is that R&D and innovations, that like we can focus on that, so India can become a global R&D hub for VLSI and semiconductors. That another things that like startups and innovations hub, already many colleges has already innovation centers, that, and our government policies are continuously to promoting technology based startups, that, and there's a lot of opportunity in that domain. Another thing is that like we are continuously try to collaborate with premier outside countries like TSMC and other things, that, and it's surely open the door of new opportunities if we collaborate the market leaders. That that's all from my side. That like if you have any question, then floor is open for discussion. I am much happy to answer your questions. That
Yes, sir. In the chat box, we have got few questions. One of the question is, what type of courses or certification are required to get jobs in VLSI industry?
okay, give me 1 minute. I will answer that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My answer is different from who asked his expectations. Can anyone guess that? What is my answer? Okay. Sorry, I forgot that like mic and chat box is closed that. Okay.
No, the chat box is open, sir. Participants can write answer and question in the chat box now. It is open, sir.
Okay, I think it's
think
asked by
no one
from a student that
is giving the answer.
nowadays, previously, like if
Yes,
you asked me this question 2 years back, that then I suggest you some a specific company name that. But nowadays, government are taking already initiations. No need